Hi, what's going on, guys? For this video, I wanted to talk about how important the security of your silver when keeping it at home is. We're going to cover all the topics, the different places where the internet tells you to keep it, and how I think all that information is probably a load of rubbish, with a little advice at the end. And yeah, so let's get started. So I got interested in this type of topic because I was watching one of the YouTube stackers I watch on a regular basis, and I saw on one of the comments a guy said that he was subject to a burglary. He had his silver stolen, which is probably one of the worst things that can happen, to a silver stacker, is have your precious bullion, your precious silver, all your metals being just taken, just in just a little short space of time. All those years of stacking this sort of, this mindset that we have that we're going to keep it and we're going to hold it, and it's going to be a savings account for us all, and that hedge against inflation, where inflation is at 10% here in the UK at the moment, and it's all gone. So it gave me an idea for this video to cover those topics, have a little look as well on where the internet tells you where you should keep your valuables and how I think you should best avoid it. So I had a little search on how to keep your valuables safe in your house, where to store them, and the main thing I think is the obvious places, which is a safe. It can be in a drawer in your bedroom. It can be just, even in a drawer downstairs, just even in a bookcase. I don't know. There was a whole variety of different answers, and the main tip that that I got from it is that these are all obvious locations that you need to be aware of. You need to sort of stay clear of when it comes to storing it, and yeah, when it comes to securing this, then a safe is going to be the main thing for you to keep it in. Where you keep that location of that safe is going to be the next thing, because if the safe is in, let's say, a bedroom, then that's great at night because you're going to be sleeping in there. But what about in the day when you're not at home? That's going to be the first place potential thieves are going to look to steal it. They're going to look for the safe, they're going to look for valuables, they're going to go to the bedroom, that's where they're going to look. So bear that in mind when it comes to having a safe, where you want to put your safe, especially for new stackers or new people coming into the hobby that don't already have that, knowledge or that foundation of where they exactly want to keep their silver or where they're going to put it. It's important to factor that you want to keep this sort of stuff in the most least obvious location as you possibly can. So whether that be, I'm not even going to suggest to you, your own house, the places where you can store it, where no one goes, where that thing that you haven't seen for 30 years and you discover it and you think, oh, no one's ever going to go there. That's going to be the place where you want to keep this sort of stuff, potentially. Perhaps even in really secure places where, I don't know whether it's alarmed, I don't know. It's entirely up to you. And I don't really want to give advice on where you should keep it, because only you should know it, and perhaps one other person, whether that be a partner or someone who you really know you can trust. The least people that know about it, the better, really. Especially when it comes to if you really do have a lot of bullion and things, because none of them come with serial numbers. Just bear in mind the traceability of these. There are millions and millions of these types of coins, especially bullion coins. You're probably never going to get it back unless you're really lucky and they find them. But yeah, prevention's always better. So when it comes to storing it, if I was to give you a little bit of advice, don't go off anything off the internet or Amazon that try to sell you, all these these books and things like that. Just go off your own gut feeling and just think, well, where's a place where I'm going to keep it? You might not even want to keep it in your house. You might want to keep it somewhere else, another secure location. But whatever that thought process that you may go through, where you think you're going to keep it, where you're going to store it, should only be known by yourself, perhaps one other person, just in case. But yeah, it's just a topic I wanted to cover, just over how important it is to secure your silver. We all want to get new stuff, but it's also important to factor that you want to get a good system, a good security system to keep it all safe as well, because none of us use vaults, unless you've got some really high grade gold or something, I don't know. And it's just important to factor as well. So let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear I'd love to hear them. I'm not going to give you any advice on where you should store it. Just the only really tip I want to give is put it in the least obvious place as you possibly can, and just yeah, just keep it safe, guys. Just bear that in mind. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoy videos like these, then please, I've got a whole load of playlists where I cover gold and silver, and precious metals and numismatics as well. We got a new Morgan dollar the other day to add to the collection, which I'm going to hope to see if I can try and complete. I say complete, well, we'll see, and leave the castings out, because but we'll see anyway. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.